Hey guys, my name is Tigress Aquino. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I thought we could just hang out for a little bit and talk about some fashion. I just finished reading Man Repeller by Leandra Medine, and it is such a good book. So I got this idea to kind of go through and talk about some of my favorite pieces of clothing that I had when I was a little girl. And it really got me thinking about, you know how like when you are searching for a career or something and they say, think about what you wanted to be when you were first growing up, or if you are struggling with like a negative habit, they often talk about, when did this first come along? And oftentimes it starts in childhood. So I thought maybe I could kind of dive into my own personal style by looking at some of my favorite and most memorable pieces of clothing from my childhood. So with that being said, I do just want to say that I have never thought about myself as a fashionable person. And in fact, when I was little, I'm the youngest of 5 kids, and they all called me Clown when I was a little kid. It was like a nickname that I had because apparently I wore crazy outfits and just wore whatever I wanted and just like mixed all these crazy things together. The only thing I can really like think of is there's like a picture of me wearing this like really big oversized hot pink Pocahontas shirt, like obviously for an adult, and it just has a picture of Pocahontas on it, and then I'm wearing this like short mini skirt with all these ruffles on it, and I have the big shirt like tucked in. So I don't remember any exact outfits, but I can tell from that picture like maybe where they were kind of coming from. But the things that I remember wearing were definitely a lot cuter. So the first piece that I want to talk about, and this is like the youngest I think I was for the first piece of clothing, and I think I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and I had this outfit that was it was like a tank top that you like pull on and then like tied in the front, and then it just like went up like this, and then it just like tied in the front, or you could tie it in the back and then it would just be like a tank top, that just had like a short swoop neck. And it was yellow with all these prime color polka dots, so blue and red and green polka dots, and then it came with little shorts and it was like cotton, and I loved that thing. And I remember like if a lot of adults were going to be around, I would wear it with the tie in the back so that I wouldn't get in trouble. But if I was like feeling feisty, then I would wear it with the tie in the front. I just remember feeling so cute in that little getup. I loved that thing. And then when I was a kid, I had a thing for velvet. I loved velvet. And that song, Black Velvet, I did not know what it was about, but I loved that song because it was talking about my favorite thing in the world, which was black velvet. And I will always remember this Easter dress that I had. And I think I was around the same age, like 5 or 6. And I'm pretty sure it was a long sleeve, just like with a little cut here and then the circle skirt part of it, and it was just a black velvet dress. But I felt so beautiful in that thing. I just loved that thing so much, and I just remember spinning in it and just feeling like a princess. And there was something just so royal about velvet, and it's so pretty. And it's funny because my daughter now, she's 11 years old, she hates velvet. She like cannot stand the feel of it. It's so funny. This one I'm really excited to talk about. So the next one I want to talk about is this purple velvet dress that I had. It was also long sleeve, and it was kind of just like a bodycon fit. It wasn't there wasn't a lot of curves or ruffles or anything. It was just kind of a straight bodycon, just like supposed to go to the knee. I was probably 10 or 11 when I had this dress, and it was definitely for adults. And so it went to a little bit past my knee, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to go above the knee. But at the end of the long sleeve were these huge open sleeves that were all sequins. They were all these colorful purple rainbow sequins, like the whole open sleeve. And I would just like dance around in that sleeve. I probably felt like Cher. I don't even think I knew who Cher was at that time, but I felt like some boss 70s queen. That dress was so pretty. And I just remember like in the sunlight, like playing with it in the sunlight and the sequins against the wall. Ooh, I will never forget that dress. It was so pretty. Okay, and then for some reason, the next dress is also purple and sparkly that I'm going to talk about, but this one was a straight up bodycon dress. Like this was like the spandexy material and was supposed to be really, really tight, but it had these sparkles, like sequins that started at the shoulder and then like went down to right here, and then at the hip as well there was a start of sequins that went down to like the knee. So there was like this kind of like contrasting sequins thing happening, and then the shoulders were like an off the shoulder kind of vibe, and it even had like a little rouge right here, and it was so fucking cute. Like I was the same age with that dress, like 10 or 11. I remember saying like, this is the dress I'm gonna wear to my prom, it's gonna fit me, I can't wait till it fits me, and just like having no boobs and wearing that dress but still feeling sexy and boss as hell. Like something about that royal purple and those sparkles and just like I just felt so pretty. And that's pretty much it. I guess that wasn't really too many pieces, and I definitely had some things that I could have gone into when I was older, or some small things that, you know, were important to me, but there was something about these pieces that really stand out for me. And I think like what was affirmed for me looking back at these is that I do really love very sparkly, very fancy, show out sort of clothing, and I also really like them cutesy. And I don't know, I think this is something that I'm gonna sit and think about more, but I thought this was really fun to just think about. And for you, I hope that this stirred up some ideas of the things that you loved to wear when you were a kid and how you felt in them. And who knows, maybe both of us should go out into the world and find some pieces that are similar to those and just relive some of those childhood memories and that time of our lives where we just enjoyed life for the sake of enjoying life without the fear of being judged or anything like that. So I hope this video was enjoyable or entertaining or anything something like that. So I would love to hear about some of your pieces from when you were a kid. If anything stuck out to you or came out to you while you were watching this, definitely leave that in the comments below, and definitely subscribe. I make lots of just random videos about my life and about many things. So yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful day, and thanks for watching. One love.